Hi, Carlos. Thanks so much for sending in your essays for correction and for getting involved on the course. Really good for you. It's a great way to get some feedback and some help before your IELTS exam. I'd be really interested to know what grade you got before in your writing, if you've taken the exam before. You probably told Ben, but it'd be great if you just put it for me in your next writing. And yeah, okay, here we go. Let me guide you through this correction. So you've written two essays here. You've done really well. I'm sorry you found them so hard and frustrating to write, but you've made a really good job here, okay? Your planning is good. I really like that. The only comment I'm going to make on the organization of it is that I think you should say a few more comments about reading. You're arguing obviously one side, but for me personally in these essays, I think it's important to show the examiner you understand both sides of the question. So one is doing an activity and the other one is the benefits of reading. So a really nice intro here. As technology has evolved, our learning techniques as well as possibilities have changed dramatically. In our everyday life, skills such as creativity, resilience, and problem solving become more important than general knowledge. Now, I would go have become because you want the present perfect there. Have become more important than general knowledge. In this essay, I'll discuss both views and argue I strongly believe that learning through enjoyable experiences is better for our children than learning. Okay, good, really nice. Okay, very nice intro, and you've clearly told me where you're going to go. So I would, having said, sorry, let me move that back a bit. Having said I'm going to argue both views, I would put a comment about reading here. Okay, there is no doubt that reading is an extremely important part of a child's learning process, something like that. Or there is no doubt that learning brings enormous benefits to children, both in developing their imagination and helping them learn about the world. Something like that. Okay, so I think you need that kind of sentence there, and then you could say, however, doing sport, then that brings you nicely into your argument. Doing sport is a great way to learn skills such as resilience. Now, don't repeat resilience, it's an amazing word, but you've used it there once. So you could have strength, something like that, or physical strength and adaptability. This is because children can only understand how to face defeat and success through competition. Very interesting. For example, a young boy who plays tennis might lose a game, but will understand how, by working harder, he can perform better and win the next competition. Good, really nice, very nice example, good. Therefore, children, going to general here, children who are better prepared for the challenges. Okay, why not try this? Therefore, children, therefore, let's relate this back, through physical activity and competition, children will be better prepared for future challenges. Something like that. Okay, but that's a nice paragraph, and you've argued that well. So, secondly, okay, children learn better from activities that demand their attention. That hold their attention while enjoying the time spent. Well, hold their attention as well as their enjoyment. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Recent studies from Harvard show that 80% of children learn languages faster by watching cartoons than from hearing it from their parents. That's really interesting. Taking this into consideration, learning by experience rather than from reading alone can help children obtain general knowledge. Okay. Through doing an enjoyable activity. Okay. I'm trying to avoid repetition of enjoyable all the time. It gets a little bit narrow. Stimulating. Varied. Interesting. Okay, so it's important not to, if you feel you're repeating the whole time, try and think of another word, because obviously this is a language exam, so the variety of your language is really important. In conclusion, while reading is a traditional effective method for learning, other activities such as sports or watching movies can teach different skills to children. Good. And this is nice. You've again, you kind of said something good about reading, and then you've countered it. With an eye to the future, very nice. Teaching our children through experience can be the best way to develop the important skills that they will need to face the 21st Yes, good. The 21st century's challenges. Yeah. Carlos, I think this is really nice. I think you've done a really good job here. Your organisation is good. Just that comment on adding something about reading there. Your coherence, and cohesion, it's easy for me to understand. I would try and put some more connecting words in there next time, just to join it together a bit better. Your grammar looks good to me, and we can work on more complex grammar as we go through the course. And your language looks really good. Just watch out for repetitions. So that's a really nice start. So this is about schools being more entertaining. So we've still got the same kind of general vocabulary and topic here. Okay, so the scholar model, I would say scholastic model, good word, in most countries has not undergone instead of had any important changes throughout the last decades. Okay, so you can see here I'm adding in more sophisticated language, which is going to give you more points. In our modern world, change, creativity and innovation are at the centre of our daily lives. Very good. And as I say, I'll discuss why the traditional educational model is not adequate for our children in this century, and support the idea that schools should profoundly promote creativity. Should increasingly. You can't profoundly promote. I know what you mean, but I would put increasingly there instead. That's a very, very strong introduction. Really nice, really like it. Firstly, our modern world requires adults to, now I'm going to say, offer creative solutions to our everyday challenges. Okay, so yes, you can say be prepared with creative solutions, but normally we offer a solution. Those are the words that go together better. This is due to the fact that technology shifted the speed at which change happens in our daily lives. Spelling there, you've got it good there. Recent research from Harvard demonstrates that children who combine time between theory and entertainment develop important skills such as resilience, adaptability, and most importantly, social interaction. Yes, whoa, good vocab here, amazing. For example, the Mexican government, for example, 20 years ago, move it there, the Mexican government launched an initiative whereby, where is fine, but whereby, even fancier, schools include 50% of their day teaching extracurricular activities, such as, give me an example here, so to fully develop what you mean, art, drama, and music. I don't know if that's right, but that kind of thing. So always, like, when you make a great statement like that, I'm immediately going to go what or why. So try and answer those questions. As a consequence, Mexico has grown dramatically in the innovation index, according to the World Economic Forum. Okay, really interesting. Okay, you can say the Mexican education system, because it's not like the whole country, and maybe it is, but maybe just specify. Secondly, countries that maintain the idea that education should not change, have shown dramatic loss of productivity and industrial growth. Okay, this is because their workforce are doing the same things, doing things the same way as okay. The workforce has not shown innovative skills or skills in innovation, rather than this is a bit long and a bit heavy. For example, Colombia has a strong traditional educational model and has shown a dramatic decrease in industrial growth and product innovation. Therefore, traditional due to a failure to teach a flexible and useful skills. Yeah, to the future workforce. Something like that. Okay, again, my point about just developing it. It's a big statement. You can't really make a big statement like that without telling me a bit more why. Therefore, traditional education is negatively impacting the results of nations by not helping their children to develop important skills. Okay, I might be repeating what you've put there. I mean, you can play with that, but I think we need a little bit more in that section there. In conclusion, it's important for schools to evolve good at the same speed as the rest of industries. With an eye to the future, I like that again. Studies might change locations from classroom to industries and playgrounds where children may learn from experience rather than from theory alone. The theory is obviously important. Okay, here you've argued just one side of it, which is fine. Which you agree with? I mean, yes, okay. I think you could say something somewhere in the same way that we did with reading above about, it is important to educate. It's not just all about having fun. So in the same way that I suggested an extra line in that one, I would also do that here somewhere. Here, whilst there is no doubt that getting success at school can lead to very good university education and future jobs, some countries maintain da-da-da. Do you see what I mean? But Carlos, I'm really impressed. I'm sorry you found them so difficult, but you don't need to. Be kind to yourself. I think you've done a great job, and thank you very much. Well done. Look, I hope you enjoy the next essays.